Third Grand Slam for the year, Wimbledon. Let's now head to Lagos, Nigeria, where we'll be talking with Coach Mike Akpan, the head coach of the Boom Raptors. We're talking Showtime Flag Football League, and it crescendos this particular weekend. Now, Coach Mike, beyond just being the head coach of the Boom Raptors, currently serves as one of the lead for Showtime Flag Football here in the country. Talk about as an organization. Is a massive advocate of the sport here in the country. Mike, we're delighted to have you join us from Lagos, Nigeria. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, and I'm glad to be back with you again once more.
All right. Now, we understand something big is going down this particular weekend, all right? Before we talk about what to expect on Sunday, let's talk about the Boom Raptors representing Akwa Ibom at the Showtime Flag Football League. What was the season like, right? And what were the improvements from last season?
Yeah, our season was great year in particular for us. We had 7 wins and 2 losses. Um, the year before that, we was 5 wins, 4 losses. So every year we taking a gradual step up to get better and better. Although we wanted to win the championship or be in the Showtime Bowl championship this year, we couldn't do it. But I know definitely hard work, preservation, and dedication. My next season will definitely require them to be in that championship in Lagos. It's crazy, but it could definitely be done, though. So definitely make sure we should be in there.
All right, now let's talk about what's the part of the challenges, right? Akwa Ibom is not there yet as compared to where the likes of the Abia Warriors are, all right, and the team from Lagos as well. So what's the inhibiting factor, or what's the support been like from home here?
Support has basically been within Lagos, having different owners like put together, say, okay, let's make a quiet, but the initiative to turn, let's have a state representing this Showtime Flag Football League with the representation from our league owner, Aziz Amida. And we want a situation to take every state to have a team to represent all the different geopolitical areas in the country. And then two, Akwa was like one of the first places I know that has started American football. So if anything, we need to have a team from Akwa in it. Our support in Akwa Ibom is not really where I want it to be, but I think eventually by showcasing on news, the media, letting people know about it, I think definitely people now will start to pour in and say, let's support the Ibom Raptors that's in Lagos and the Showtime Flag Football League.
Right now, beyond Akwa Ibom, all right, this is American football. We're trying to domesticate it here in Nigeria as well. I know there's been a lot in terms of courtesy visits, trying to partner with the National Sports Commission. I understand the last National Sports Festival in Ogun State, right? It wasn't part of the sport competed in, but there was an exhibition just to grow awareness about the sport. So what's the reception been like, right, for the sports coming into Nigeria?
Oh, the reception been great because, as you know, there was a team Nigeria that was formed for flag football for the male and female. They went to Egypt and they won the world championship in flag football. Just like they do AFCON for Africa for football. Yeah. They do it now for flag football. And within the Olympics for 2028. So it's been accepted from all over the world as the fastest growing sport in the world. And Nigeria has, anything we put our hands onto, us Nigerians, we're going to do it better than anyone else. We need the resources, the practice facilities, and practice facilities is only grass. Give us the turf, give us flags, and give us the football. We'll make it happen. And that's what's been happening in Nigeria. And of course is, you see the Showtime Bowl, you see basically the #1 league in the world because we're co-ed. And we're proposing, like saying, there's a world championship in Germany this August. And Team Nigeria are definitely a part of it as well. And majority of athletes are from Showtime Flag Football League.
All right, Coach, talking about Showtime Flag Football, and I want to find out, as Team Akwa Ibom is being represented there, how many Akwa Ibomite are part of the team, and what are you doing to ensure that we have more Akwa Ibom people into this business of this Showtime Flag Football?
Yeah, right now we have 4 Aqua Mites on our team, but in the league, just over at least 15 Aqua Mites and Cross River, people from Cross River as well. And the way we do, we used to always come back and give back from American football, flag football camps. We did a quota flag football tournament last year in Aqua State. We go from Cross River to Aqua State, always doing camps. And right now, there's a school in Aqua State in Uyo called Calabar 2 Highway, which is I'm trying to remember the name of the school that we train kids every single.
We'll have a Ethiop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Effiok, you know very well that we train very well there every single Saturday and during the week. So that's for the youth. That's from like 14 to 18. So we know we train from the grassroots. Now, little by little, we can now be picking them to come to Lagos, come join the team. But you know, all that costs resources. But we're trying to make that happen. Eventually, we want to start a Showtime Flag Football League in the South. Probably more likely will be in the Aqua State. If not, we'll be in Rivers. So we're trying to find a way to bring it back home with different camps, different tournaments, just to make this happen for this basically for our people, for Aqua Mites, and for people from Cross River. Because I don't want to leave no one out. All of us Nigerians all would definitely make it, but I take that pride of coming back home and make sure we get athletes from Aqua Ibom and from Cross River back on our teams in Lagos.
All right, now, Coach, let's talk about the Showtime Bowl this particular weekend in Lagos, right? The Abia Warriors, they've won it 3 times, right? Different seasons, and at the back in it this time, they take on the Lagos Knights, who've been unlucky in previous competitions. This is their 3rd final, and they're yet to lay their hands around this very famous title, right? You followed the growth, you followed them across the different, phases of the season. Which team will you say is the favorite, and potentially why?
Yeah, I followed them because once you're a coach, you have to do the game film of both of these teams. Give a shout out first to LA, to Jimmy. He's a great coach, great leader for that team. But just every time they enter the finals against the Abia Warriors, big shout out to B24e6ff8. They always find a way to come out with the duck. They don't lay that golden egg. They come close. But I like to say 3rd time is a charm. But the Warriors is a great team. They've laid that pipeline of talent. They're a great team. They have great players, and what you get is what you see. They worked hard for this, and I don't know who's going to win, but definitely going to be a great game this year because during the season, LA Knights beat them during the season already. So Warriors want to get their get back in the championship. So it's going to be great Showtime XIV 14 Bowl. And like I said, I wish I could fly down here and come to the game because it'll be packed.
Yeah. Well, you can do that, Mike. You sure can do that, Mike.
Yeah, that's the VIP tickets for you. And like I said, we're the only league in the world that will actually sell tickets. We have tickets. Very hard. Even if Team Nigeria is coming to a private state, Goswell or Pavio Stadium, people don't want to pay for football tickets. But see this flag football, people are actually paying $50,000 for VIP tickets, $10,000 for regular tickets, $5,000. So it's a great sport and it's fun. Excitement around it is great.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike, for your time this morning. Would be linking up with you next week, so we'll get a wrap of how the season went and who won this one and projection for next season. So thank you very much and enjoy the weekend. So let's talk about that flight and the arrangements for
very important. Very important.
Thank you very much, Mike, for your time this morning.
Right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That was Mike Akwan, coach of Ibom Raptors and one of the pioneers and one of those pushing American football domesticated here in Nigeria. Is known as the Showtime Flag Football League. It crescendos this particular weekend in Lagos, Nigeria. All right, so that's it on the show. But before we go, we'll